Hi guys, it is currently May 3rd, 2018. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I very much appreciate it. It is currently Thursday, actually, so obviously I wanted to get these out earlier, so I'm going to be getting my June ones out. I'm going for mid-May, so it'll be nice to see what's happening. So again, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and please click the like button if you do as well. You can click the bell button if you want notifications on this. So I'm actually going to be using my runes. So I know some people like my tarot cards, but I'm just trying to switch it up these days. I do a lot of individual one-on-one readings, so if you want to check that out, you can visit me on Facebook at Robin's Healing. Check out what I've got going on there, my little profile. And then I also have my robinshealing.com where you can actually read more about my services. And then I do some Instagram stuff as well. So I'm just trying to like branch out a little bit. So again, I really appreciate everyone who's being a part of this. So this R represents maybe you feel like you need to be diagnosed with something. And by the way, this is Libra, or you were diagnosed with something. And, you know, maybe there's like, I'm feeling like scar tissue or scars or wounds and that sort of thing. You know, it could be like around a loved one. Maybe they were diagnosed with something, that sort of thing. But we want to shift the energy into just generosity and kindness as much as we can. So rather than focusing on that sort of thing, focus on how can I be kind to people, how can I be generous to people, because as we go into the new moon on May 15th, you're going to be finding that there's more, we're working on more faith. That's what it's about. We're trying to manifest faith, we're trying to manifest hope and more charity work. And then because we have the April 15th energy still kind of floating in, it's a lot about optimism. And I am noticing a big shift in people's minds and that sort of thing. So we really are working on visualization to protect our energy, but also to get intuitive guidance. So those types of meditations are great. Really getting on board with like your own patterns of behavior. What are your cycles? How do you think? That sort of thing. Do you try to be positive? I feel like someone in particular is watching that could use a healing attunement or receive your level 1 Reiki if you're working on letting go of patterns of behavior. It just kind of wakes us up, and I do that online now as well, and I even like break it down for you so that it's still feasible for you financially and time-wise. I just do my best to try to make it work for you guys. So even taxes are coming up, that sort of thing. Maybe you're down about your tax bracket or paying taxes on things, what makes you different than other people, that sort of thing, what makes you so special, that's coming up. So it's like letting go of that sort of thing. Nobody's better than anybody else. I think that there are just some negative people in the world sometimes that want to bring other people's energies down, and that's not working anymore. So I've been talking so much about ego lately that we can't not talk about it with you guys, because ego is when we're living in a negative state, when we're getting negative thoughts, when we're believing those thought patterns, that sort of thing. We want to break those cycles. So I do a lot of stuff locally, so feel free to check out any of the events that I have going on. If it's related to a relationship as well, talking about diagnosis and that sort of thing. If you're frustrated in your relationship or you're stubborn, you're going to find the reason why I'm talking about the attunement is it's about getting clarity on situations and learning to open up your third eye to, other dimensions or healing energy, that sort of thing. Looking at situations for the way that they are, not for the way that we want them to be or the way that other people see them. Because if we have fear and we have worry a lot, it's not fair to us to feel that way, because this is more about self-love. So you may be a person that's like clairaudient, maybe you get messages on your own and you're not really sure what to do with them, so learning how to direct that energy is important. If you want to buy something, I suggest right now it may be a time where you want to even just wait until the 5th, and then after the 5th it's a great time to start purchasing things. Saying goodbye to the old, or saying goodbye to old people, whether they are elderly Or I kind of laugh about that one because I say old, but they don't actually have to be old in age. It's just like someone that's like their energy's not working with ours anymore, but it could signify, you know, death for some people, because there are times where we have to say goodbye to people in our lives. And that is also a challenge. So when we can clear our own crap out and our own stress, then we can focus more on the other people that we want to focus on. And maybe we can come together more and help each other. So I have a Robin's Healing group as well. Just feeling somebody watching has a little bit of fear, and I help people with fear, but you have to be willing to like also let go of your ego and fear, because if it's around the way that you look or material things, you're going to find it's a challenge for you to like really truly believe that you're beautiful, or really truly believe that giving is the best way to receive. So this is like the white picket fence energy, and this is saying that we can't always get what we want. We're not always going to be perfect. So don't focus on people's flaws, focus on ways that they can improve, that sort of thing. If you're worried about your neighbor, or religion, that's coming up, meaning I think of being kind to your neighbors like one of the religious beliefs. I even think that in Reiki healing, that's also one of the principles, is like be kind to your neighbor, like all living things. So don't judge yourself or be hard on yourself, because that could be detrimental to your health if you're a person that's very hard on yourself. So we want to lurk. Ugh. I don't know why that came up. That happens to me when I'm supposed to say something. I think it could be that you are holding on to negative energy and you just need to clear it. So, yeah, maybe participate in some of my videos, because I do lots of healing for free too. So free is always good for people. This is talking about travel. I love travel energy, so it's like somewhere far away even is coming up. So where do you want to go? Maybe trying to manifest that, put it on your vision board, focus on your dreams more. It could be that you're covering up for someone else and that sort of thing, and just know that covering up for other people isn't a great energy either. So we may protect the ones that we love, but at the end of the day, are we comforting them in their own crap too, as it goes back to what we were talking about in the beginning. So the more lighthearted we are and the more we can do for other people, even if you have anxiety or your blood pressure is high or that sort of thing, like getting some acupuncture. I do reflexology. Anything around the acupressure points is great for our system. It can be a little bit overwhelming when we're not used to getting that healing, but as we begin to heal, we realize how good it is for us and we're not worried about it anymore. I do facial reflexology for anxiety and depression. These are things that you could probably... like I'm not teaching that online, I'm teaching the Reiki online, but you may be able to find out more about that online and what that is, because if you're a person that's sitting there suffering and you have a lot of tension in your face and stress and don't understand, well, working on how can I meditate, facial reflexology, we can work on ourselves just from things online. So manifest your dreams. The other thing that's coming up is like some people are experiencing very highs and lows, so there must be going some Libras must be going through something at this moment. It could be that you're worried about other people thinking that they're better than you, or they think like that you're snotty, or you think that they're snotty, or whatever it is. And it's like, yeah, okay, I use natural healing products and you don't. So what? Some people like the smell of turpentine. Some people I like the smell of gas, but I still work with like essential oils. It doesn't matter. There's a reason for everything, you know, in life, and we can't be hard on other people because of those things. So just embrace that everybody else is on their life path. I think this is more about dreaming and working more with like sound healing as well. So I'm sensing like Tibetan bells. I'm going to be sending. Oh my gosh, I didn't even mean... I'm going to be sending you love, guys, and I think that's where I should leave it, all right? So, like, fantasize, that sort of thing, like, get into your zen if you're able to, but still, like, work on being as healthy as you possibly can while still not thinking too hard about it, all right? So, namaste, treat yourselves right this month. Take care. Bye.